On the Wedge at the Royal Ontario Museum, we're with three heads from Shudder to Think. That'd be Nathan, Craig, and Stuart. So your album, sixth album, is called 50,000 BC, and we're situated around 45,000 BC.
We actually got a 50,000 BC head back here.
Let's get a shot. Let's get a shot, if possible.
We got 50,000 years, which is, about 48,000. It says possibly 50,000, so it possibly could be 50,000 BC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and kind of like a lot of texture over the face area.
Yeah.
I think it's fake. I do.
The thought that you guys put into this is about 1,000 times more than we put into the title of our record.
We had no concept as to what it meant, so you're helping us learn.
We thought it sounded funny, and in not knowing anything, we might learn something from people like yourself.
Is it right that you made a concerted effort to go away from your more sort of quirky inclinations musically?
We didn't make an effort. That was naturally what seemed to be the thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, it did take an effort once we realized that we weren't really into the sort of habits that we'd cocooned ourselves in from the last few.
We had started writing songs that were kind of a natural extension from Pony Express, very jagged tempos, and we just weren't really happy playing them. They didn't feel right.
Things went pretty crazy for you in the last few years.
Things were horrible for about the last year and a half. I had cancer, and now I'm better.
Yeah.
And that's where this record came from.
I guess it hugely affected your lives.
Oh yeah. I mean, the only thing that didn't completely come to a grinding halt was working with these fellas on our record, which was something we all felt like we needed to sort of like.
That's pretty amazing, amazing thing to do, is to keep, because you recorded the album throughout your illness.
Recorded through, I had just finished chemotherapy when we started recording. I was going through radiation when I was doing vocals, which I think in some crazy way really lent a sort of light approach to the record, because the most important thing was my health, and the rest was just sort of cake. We were lucky to be able to continue doing what we do, and we felt like it was the only way we were going to make it through sort of intact.
Were you afraid of dying?
It was this weird, it was terror, but it was also this kind of exhilarating, like anything can happen as of now kind of a feeling, which is sort of, is an intensely creative moment, sort of pure possibility, pure creative energy. And so it was both extremes at once.
Your music has always had a very sexual element to it, like a super present sexuality. And being ill...
Wow, super present sexuality.
I don't know.
No, that's good.
That's good. We like that. That's super present sexuality.
That's what we'll call our box set.
Yeah, right.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did that, like, I often wonder if people who are very ill, like, are their sex lives negated, or were you still able to enjoy a sex life?
It was really different. It was very up and down, and it was like a huge issue, actually, if I can get personal, with my girlfriend and I, because we were just like, everything changed. She became my caretaker, which automatically just changes the whole sort of like, what do you call it, seesaw, of sexuality and power dynamic. And so, and then, in addition, all my hair was falling out, not that I had a lot on top to begin with, but, and I was sort of gross looking, and, it wasn't a highly sexual time, and yet it was probably more sensual than, than regular sort of healthy, sober times. But it was scary, because it was like, wow, are we going to make it through this? Are we ever going to, want to have a baby after this. You know, what's going to happen? But everything's
You
good
didn't
now.
actually, you weren't able to get to the deed. You couldn't actually have sex.
We did not. I mean,
You didn't like end up rubbing uglies.
no, totally.
Wow, this
We
is
we
Canada.
did, but it like this is candida.
Yeah.
This is candid camerida. It wasn't just natural. It didn't just come naturally. It was very much like, hey, we don't want to spend like a year out of the habit, you know, and we know it's like going to be fun if we get to it, so let's do it.
So
you
it
know?
wasn't boring.
Oh no, it wasn't boring. No, it was very interesting.
Cancer makes sex boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what we're saying?
It makes
No, it doesn't. Makes it not boring.
How was your sex life while Craig was sick?
I don't know. Mine was up and down, and recently fairly good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
it's getting better.
some celebratory aspects of life, which include playing, were just crucial to my feeling better and to just sort of, you know, not so much a crutch as like a sort of salve, you know, to just kind of ease the pain.
Can I just interrupt for one second? Do you realize, like, this didn't even occur to me how morbid it is that we're standing in front of all these
I know,
skulls and talking about this stuff?
We're talking.
Do you find them morbid? I mean, it's cool, but I mean, you know.
It is kind of morbid.
The future is behind us.
That's a nice way of
That's
thinking.
true.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
In the
I don't
past,
remember what I was going
Are
to.
you-
The past
in the
is
future.
behind us.
Right.
The past is behind us as well.
Right. So where the hell are we?
We are in the present.
Right, ciao.
All right. Thanks, guys, from Shudder to Think for coming down to the museum with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to be taking a look at your new video. This is Red House, Shudder to Think.